And welcome back to our show. Very special show today as we celebrate the start of the Bill Salonen Cup. And who better to end the show with is Mr. Salonen himself, the man of a legend, a hockey icon here in Northwestern Ontario, member of the Hall of Fame in Northwestern Ontario. Bill, you must be excited here that this moment's finally arrived.
I am a little nervous because I sure like to see them win. As I was saying that I don't want to see them get into a sort of a brawl that the paper put in there, a bloody brawl. But I'd like to see them good checks, but don't retaliate and stay out of the penalty box. We'll have a real good chance.
And we were talking to you earlier. You've been in the same seat for since 2002.
Since day one, correct. That's the date when we were starting this all up, and all of our executive and everyone bought their own season tickets, and we had seat numbers, if you remember. We bought a seat, that was it, and we got all those, but there was too many left over. So what they're doing now is just buying a ticket that they can use all year long is great. But we sort of try to go first class when we really weren't first class at that time, but right now the hockey is first class. It's a lot faster than it was back then, so it's great.
Take us back to game number 4 of 2002, the final game here. This place was rocking.
No kidding. And I remember watching the one fan with her broom. She was sweeping because it was a sweep in both series. Like it was unbelievable. And the noise, and our mascot was a lot younger then.
And that crusher's grown.
Yeah, and it was great. And it was just a lot of fun and a lot of noise. And when it was all over, it was super.
Do you see any similarities? I just have that sense sometimes that this year's team is just like that year's team, given the streak that they're on.
Oh, I think so. The way they play was much like that. And I can't remember many names, but I remember our Sulikout line that come down, and they were really good. And I remember one of the things, we used to have those draws, and there was a ounce of gold or whatever it was at a gold bar, and one of the players' grandpa won it from Sulikout, which was neat. So those kind of things stick in. A lot of other things are just hazy now.
Yeah, and Steve Roy, Jordan Satara, Mike McIntyre, the all-Sioux line, those guys were beauties. Bill, just final thoughts here. What's this organization meant for this community here?
Oh, it's great, and the fan support is really great, and it's so. Oh, it's just pleasing to see it all happen and what's happening next year, and they're getting ready for it already. So it's going to be 2 years in a row, great years. So that's good.
That's what the Ice Dogs are hoping. Can't think of a better way to end our show is with Mr. Salonen himself. Thank you for joining us here today, and we want to thank all of our guests, including Darren Oliphant, Mike Swenson, and everyone who joined us here today, including the broom-swinging Anime Turgeon. And you've been watching Ice Dogs Insider right here on Shaw TV.
At the Dryden zone, and the Dryden Ice Dogs have won 8 straight in the playoffs. Now the Ice Dogs are the best in the Northwest. History has been made here. Congratulations, Dryden.